WHAG TV 25, Hagerstown.
You're watching WB50, home of the WB Television Network.
News 25 Alive, Weekend Edition. News with Susanna Dolter. Weather with Dave Barnhart. Sports with Matt Pensick.
Good evening. Two former political adversaries in Virginia.
Good morning and welcome to NBC 25 Today. I'm Mark Cram. My guest today is Alan Galfius, and he's with the Doberman.
You're watching WHAG News with Mary King and meteorologist Chris Smith.
Today marks the 10th anniversary of the deadly bombing of the USS Cole in Yemen, how the day is being remembered throughout the country and in our area. And today is the last day for many folks in the four-state region to register to vote in the November general election. How much time you have to make sure you can hit the ballot box next month.
Covering 16 counties in 4 states, this is WHAG News.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us.
Many folks saw snowplows out, keeping the roadways safe for you to drive on. Get a behind-the-scenes look at how area roads get treated.
The search for an escaped inmate has now expanded to other areas of Western Maryland, and police need your help in finding this dangerous drug dealer.
Shepherd University is going to expand its Center for Contemporary Arts. WHAG has the details on what is being planned.
A new cookbook will soon be out on the market, but not with your typical recipes.
Covering 16 counties in 4 states, this is WHAG News.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Jeannie.
In high definition, covering 16 counties in 4 states. You're watching WHAG, your local news leader at 7.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jeff Bowers.
And I'm Jeannie Flintner. We're continuing
News at 11 with Jeannie Flintner. Weather with Brian Sherman. And sports with Trent Glover.
Tonight, hundreds of people in Illinois are working to pick up the pieces.
To the weekend. I'll have a closer look at that coming up, but for now we start your morning news.
Our top stories this morning. More tragic news has been released on the Ellicott City flooding as the body of a missing Maryland National Guard member was found in the Patapsco River.
Also, see how neighboring counties can lend a hand to more than 70 flood victims who have no home. That and more coming up this Wednesday, May 30th, on your WDVM Morning News.
Leading the way with stories that matter. WDVM, your local news leader at 5:30.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle Drapak.
And I'm Ross Simpson. We begin this morning with more on the Ellicott City flooding as officials say the body of 39-year-old Edison Herman was found in the Patapsco River Tuesday morning. Herman.
Right now, WDVM News begins with your forecast first.
Well, good evening, everyone. I hope you've had a great day today. Looking at your forecast first overnight tonight. Look for a few clouds overnight tonight. Then as we head towards your day tomorrow, looks like we could see some scattered showers and possibility of a couple of thunderstorms or 2. Otherwise, as we go through the night, we'll be dropping down into the mid to upper 60s. Some of us will stay in the 70s, however. 72 degrees by 12 a.m., 68 by 6 a.m. By 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, make sure you have a jacket. 72 degrees. Your local news at 10 starts right now.
Leading the way with stories that matter. WDVM, your local news leader at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz. Our top story, a fatal crash in Allegheny County this morning left a baby dead and her mother seriously injured. Around 7.
Covering Hagerstown, Frederick, Alexandria, and Winchester. You're watching WDVM News, your local news leader.
The Tacoma Park Police Department is mourning the loss of 13-year veteran detective Sergeant Matthew Barber.
From your local news leader, serving Northern Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley, this is the Northern Virginia News on WDVM.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the Nova News. I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz. Our top story, the Winchester Police Department say KKK flyers were distributed throughout several Winchester businesses. Flyers
Covering Woodstock, Mount Jackson, Mount Pleasant, and Wadesville. You're watching the Nova News on WDVM.
Officials say CPR is a technique many people...
DCW 50 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. It's your top 10 news stories, including your weather in the first 10 minutes here on the DCW News at 10.
DCW 50 News at 10 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Candace Burns. Rob Desir has the night off. And
DCW News at 10 starts with the inauguration of Donald Trump.
Trump, do solemnly swear.
Why they get up there and smash them, I have no idea.
An alarming crime trend at a Veterans Memorial. Vandals keep stealing military honors. What they damaged this time and what police are doing to stop this from happening again. Plus, the rain washed out several area fireworks events for the 4th of July, but you can still see the shows later this week. We have a breakdown of the holiday celebration changes.
And it's a rainy night in the DMV. I'll tell you when the rain will move out and some real heat will move in. DCW News at 10 begins right now.
DCW 50 News at 10 starts now.
It's your top 10 news stories, including your weather in the first 10 minutes on the DCW News at 10. Thanks for joining us on this Independence Day. I'm Rob Desir. Candace has the night off. Despite the threat of rain, the fireworks show on the National Mall.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Coming up on the news at noon, DC homicides now top 200. The string of fatal shootings overnight making a grim milestone a reality. And tax returns released, what former President Trump did and did not pay after sharing them with the public before presidential bids. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. I'm Ben Dennis in for Mark Hall. And breaking at this hour, a suspect is in custody for the murders of 4 university officials.
It is very unfair to us, and even it's horrible in this, in this country to happen like this.
Tonight on DC News Now, another hate crime in the district, and police are on the hunt for the man they say is responsible. We'll show you the disturbing details and who the suspect was allegedly targeting.
Also, a break in a decades-long cold case. A woman murdered, and now an arrest is made. We are live with the latest details on the suspect who's behind bars tonight.
Plus, it was back to school for students in Alexandria, but school leaders still working on a final plan for how to keep students safe. We'll show you who's the classroom concerns and the plan in place.
And things are looking up as we go into the night tonight, as all the rain and the storm activity from earlier, it has pretty much wrapped up. But as we roll ahead into Tuesday, what is our main concern for the start of your morning tomorrow? We'll have a check on your full forecast in just a bit.
Well, thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz. Our top story tonight, DC Metro Police.
News now at 10 o'clock.
We're following breaking news just in tonight. A day on the water takes a tragic turn for a swimmer near Harper's Ferry. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. Our McKellen News is live tonight near the Potomac River.
WHAG TV 25, Hagerstown.
Leesburg, this is the home of great TV, Washington's WB50.